Hey everybody, this is Zero Platoon. My name is Bob Nanna, and I play in The City on Film, and Braid, and Lift the Bells, and also Jack and Ace. I'm busy. I've been interested in playing music and making records for quite literally farther back than I can even remember. I remember being a kid and making album covers for albums that didn't exist that I was going to make. So when the time came when my parents were cool with me actually making noise in the house, they went big because they bought me a drum set. And so I started playing drums. I had taken piano lessons and stuff before, so and to varying degrees of success or interest. But once those drums came, I was maybe 13 or 14, and I just took to them like glue. I played them all the time, and then I got in a band pretty soon after that called Friction, and I was the only one that could sing decently well, so I ended up singing and playing drums for that band. And then when I went to college is when I started playing guitar, and then I've just been mostly playing guitar since. The inspiration for my first songs lyrically were probably just, I'm sure they had something to do with some sort of trouble that I perceived in my life, whether it was, I was a young kid, so it was like, I don't know, dealing with, parental, guidance that I didn't agree with, or like pining after girls, or just like hanging out with my friends, or like creating sort of fantasy things from like things that I've read or whatever. So I can't really point to any particular thing that I read or heard or saw that made me want to start writing lyrics. It just sort of happened. It helped me organize my thoughts a little bit. I still write for the same reasons I wrote for when I was, at least the basic ones. It's still just things that I need to figure out in my head and get out on paper. They're not as silly as parental things anymore, but they're general relationship sort of situations that make me want to write lyrics and music. The one thing that I might add is lately, through a website that I started called Downwrite, I've been using other people's inspirations to help me write songs and help my songwriting grow a little bit. Writing music helps me keep things straight in my head, so like it's never a situation where I feel like I need to write a specific song to reach out in some way. I just don't feel like I want to burden other people with my problems. I never really wanted to write a song too much about the experience I had with lymphoma, because maybe this is stupid of me to think, but maybe I thought that the vast majority of the people listening wouldn't understand or wouldn't care as much as I did. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's like telling people about your dreams or something. Like it's so personal, like it will mean kind of nothing to someone else. I never was really down in the dumps about the lymphoma thing. For some reason I had a very, very positive attitude, like right from the beginning. I was like, who cares? Like let's get through it and get on with our lives. I do know for a fact that I didn't write that much music during that time. But like I said, I didn't feel like I needed to, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just an extension of me not wanting to burden people. Like don't feel bad, or don't worry about me, because I'm fine, got a positive attitude, and we're just gonna get through it. It's fine, don't worry. So I don't know, maybe it was just that attitude helped me get through it. called Easy Living Rooms. I watch the morning move our room. I see shadows set and rise over you. All I wanna do is sink into it, the haze that sways you awake, and then you rise, meet mine, and you say, I must be dreaming. You are the reason why I started to make every single minute matter. You know I still feel the thrill, it's true. Every time I catch your eye, I swoon. And all I wanna do is make a move. I'm a moonstruck kid in high school, and that's the way I'm afraid I will always behave around you. Like brand new brides and grooms, we slow dance in easy living rooms to all the sweetest tunes. Round in love and spinning round. It was a song that was asked of me to write for a couple for their wedding, and they wanted a song that they could dance to at their wedding and dance to at their first anniversary and their 10th anniversary and their 50th anniversary, just like in their living rooms, you know, when they're older. And I recently got married myself, so I was like, yep, I can write that song for you. So that's the genesis of the song Easy Living Rooms, and it's on the new City on Film record. And, you know, in terms of dealing with being away from home and my family, it's, you know, my wife understands that this is sort of what she got into. She's also a musician too, and she's actually done some touring with me. It sucks that I have to be gone for so long, but we're in constant contact, you know, over text. I send pictures all the time of things that are happening, and, you know, it's a lot of like reminding her, or like taking, not mental lists, but like checklists of places that we should come visit. Like, hey, I just went, you know, this place and this restaurant in Boston that is really great. Look at this picture of this food I just had. Like, we need to come back here when we're in Boston and go to this place. And, you know, and she'll, you know, do the same thing, you know, if something exciting happens in Chicago. We're also in a situation where we just got married, so we want to do as much as we can before we do have kids and have a family, which we do want to do. So we, like, I just did a tour of the UK with Koji, and she flew out towards the end of the tour, and we ended up, then she was with us for the last few dates, and then we stayed in London for a few days. How about if I'm going to be in New York or Japan, like Braid's going to be going to Japan pretty soon, let's split a ticket for you to come visit for it, a day or two, or maybe towards the end, so we can hang out and like have quality time together in Japan or in a different, because she loves traveling just as much as I do. So it's a good, fun trade-off. In general, quiet helps me out. So like, I don't know, I've really been embracing the silent times in my life. Sometimes if I like focus on writing a list of things that I need to address or something, or like take my mind off of what's upsetting me, that helps as well. It's not foolproof. I mean, there are times when it's like things don't work as well as I hope they do, but I just have my sort of go-to things like that. But yeah, music really helps. Upbeat music, I think, is probably the go-to, for sure. If my mind is racing, then the down-tempo stuff works. I love like the Red House Painters album, Old Ramon. There's a song called Cruiser on it. Actually, most of the songs on that record are just awesome to play if you just want to relax and just be like, or even the first Sun Kill Moon record is that way as well. Like, it just helps your mind stop racing. But yeah, if it's something that you need to just get out of, like, upbeat music is great. Like, really, like good old hip hop is good to listen to. Or jazz. Like I really like the Dave Brubeck quartet is awesome. Like the Time Out record I listen to a lot, like especially if I need to get out of a rut. I mean, putting on Blue Rondo a la Turk is like, it's like espresso or something, like double espresso. It's really great. So as long as I always have some songs to go to, I'm covered for any trouble that comes my way.
I feel better now, I'm forever the X makes me feel sexy and the sex makes me feel empty. The alcohol destroys me.